Let's start it from right there.
Okay, last week, well, we didn't have a guest, but the last guest we had in here was Kellen Raps. And then this week, obviously, TWAIN. Next week,
to be determined.
TBT. Yeah, we had to reschedule Concrete Bella, Concrete Rose.
Replays of Sundogs Present Local Vibes and exclusive content and performances can be found at anchor.fm/localvibes, on YouTube, the Sundogs TC channel, and on Spotify. Just type in Sundogs Present Local Vibes.
I was not paying attention, I'm so sorry.
Here at the top of the page.
Okay, there are 4 ways to listen live. 94.1 FM with your dial on the radio if you live in Frogtown. wfnu.org/live to listen live. And then the Live 365 app. You just search for WFNU and that's boom, like a radio on your phone. You can listen to 94.1 FM all the live long day.
And on YouTube, you can listen to the show live.
Fourth way. Sorry.
Again, live shows, new shows, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. every Friday with replays Mondays at 3 p.m. and whenever you want online. More information can be found at TWAIN Low across everything.
Across everything?
Everything TWAIN.
Oh, this is what?
TWAIN Low. Oh my gosh. There we go.
Oh, it's much better.
We're geniuses.
Now we're back to reality. Now I can put both my cans on. Fridays from 6 to 7 is when you want to call the studio line here at WFNU. 651-313-5125.
651-313-5125. You should have that number memorized like your mom
Saved
and your
phone.
attorney.
Call in and ask TWAIN a question.
I'm here to answer questions.
We'll also, give you life advice, plan your next vacation, give you relationship advice.
We've got a few consultants in here. If you don't swear, we'll put you on the air.
That's true. It rhymes, so you know it's true.
651-313-5125. Again, 651-313-5125.
I'm tripping out because I don't have a mic in front of my face. I don't know where to talk to.
Yeah, this is the first show we're using these lavaliers.
Yes, so I'm pumped.
Thank you for being a guinea pig, both of you guys.
All good.
A few open mics here in the Twin Cities area include Urban Lights Open Mic at Urban Lights in St. Paul, hosted by Vlad G and aka Kobe every first Tuesday of the month from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Shout out to Tim, the owner and curator of Urban
Exactly,
Lights.
definitely inspired us.
All these open mics that you got to sign up at in person, you're going to want to be there early as possible.
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to be there early. The Freight Room Open Mic is hosted by Good Boy at the Depot Coffee House in Hopkins. So that's every Thursday from 6 to 7.
DJ Cam Jones.
Or 6 to 10.
6 to 10, no worries. DJ Cam Jones throws a soiree every Monday at the Red Sea in Minneapolis. That's from 8 p.m. to 1 in the morning, so you can get your groove on. 651-313-5125 again is the studio phone. More information can be found at both Sundogs TC across most social media and at TWAIN Low across all social media. Across all social media.
Except Snapchat. Except.
Well, what
TikTok.
I mean, now you got liberty to share those.
Yeah, except Snapchat and except TikTok, but at TWAIN Low and everything else.
Yeah.
TWAIN.
That's perfect.
That is perfect.
And I believe that's all the business.
Man, awesome. I'm
Housekeeping is over.
pumped to get into the interview.
Let's do it.
Cut the beat out, get serious.
Get very serious.
Let's do it.
So
Let's do it, gentlemen.
it's been how long? It's been years. It feels like since COVID felt like 5 years.
We
Yeah,
thought it might have been in 2020, but we double checked, and it was March 5th of this year,
When I came.
2021.
Yep.
Last time you were at the old spot.
Yep, and you guys invited me back in a minute.
And he's here.
Here to talk about new music and what's going on. Let's do it the right way.
Yeah, so
Exactly.
we were talking back in March about right before the Land of 10,000 Streams
Yes.
event. How did that go?
It went great. I want to start out by shouting out Alan again and shouting out Sam Those are the head honchos of Atlanta 10,000 streams, which was created in response to the COVID pandemic, because those guys, I think they're involved with the festival down in Red Wing, or over in Red Wing, or up in Red Wing. So, yeah, so shout out to them and their whole team and staff that put that on. That was great. I personally, for my performance and my set, I wanted to step up to production, so me and my little ragtag group of people, we went over to Taylor Sound and got some space over there for my performance and really did a little bit of a production for mine. So that was really fun. It was really cool. You can watch the replay on our L County YouTube and check it out. So that was really fun.
That sounds like a hoot. Yeah. Have you done any other virtual shows since?
I've done some non-traditional stuff, man. Let me tell you. No, since then we did Bands on Vans in June, which came right after that because MCN6 they put that on, and they were a sponsor at 10K Stream, so they booked me for Bands on Vans, which I did back in June. That was really fun, performing on top of a van for hours.
That's crazy.
Really
and you did that with some of the other Ill County...
No, actually it was just me, solo dolo, and my DJ Terry V. He filled in for me at the last minute.
Nice. Bands on Vans. So they have like all types of music there, or is it...
Yeah, they do...
like bands? Like full bands?
Yeah, it's full bands on top of a van.
I mean,
me, just an MC like
all
me.
All bands are like a pickup flat, or not a pickup, but like a
they
truck
built a stage
trailer
on top of a van.
That's crazy.
It's crazy as it
love
sounds.
That.
How's
that B&E All the Vibes show
that was
about
cool.
a month ago? Because that was in person. That was
in person. That was my first traditional show in like 2 years. And by traditional, I mean just me on the stage in front of a crowd. I was supposed to play Cam Jones' birthday, but I was on the stage that got like canceled. It was 2 stages.
What?
And yeah,
at Park Wolf. I think I remember that.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the first traditional show.
What happened there if you guys haven't signed NDAs?
I think
I mean,
Park Wolf just was...
They had 2 stages. You was there that night?
I don't know if I was there for the birthday bash, but me and Cameron tied. He was talking about, I think that, they didn't have the upstairs stage that night.
I was supposed to play upstairs, and I don't, it ain't really my place to say. I don't know what information he went out there, so I'm just gonna be a G about it. But basically, none of us performed. They basically shut that stage down, so it was only the main stage downstairs. So we just wound up partying all night. My peoples came and we just all hung out because it was really about him anyway. So I just wanted to come honor my brother for his birthday. So it wasn't really about performing that much for me. It wasn't a big deal. So, but I did do All the Vibes with B&E. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah.
That was really fun. That was my last show. So yeah,
Which was like at end of July into August.
I think so. I can't remember the day. What's that in August?
It says about a month ago.
About a month ago? Okay. You guys do good research. You do your due diligence.
We do.
I trust you guys more than my own brain right now. I got a lot going on calendar-wise.
You do got a lot
excuse
going
me
on.
right
we
now.
noticed that too. This has got to be what, your like 3rd interview this month?
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
That's crazy.
Like I said, we're going to do it the right way.
B&E guys.
Yeah, I just did Soda Sound Radio with B&E guys. With them like a week or so ago. Shout out to them. Before that, I went and sat down with Mr. Music for MNTC Radio.
Cool.
So yeah, that was the day the single came out. So yeah, thank all y'all for letting me come talk about what I got going on.
Well,
appreciate it.
You're always welcome.
No doubt.
One final, well, maybe not short.
Sorry, everybody.
That's you.
All right. Ears.
No, scared us.
Yeah, these lab mics are very sensitive.
Super sensitive.
We're learning.
We saw you re-signed Christina Sophia.
Yeah, shout out to Christina.
Because if you are living under a rock, TWAIN is a Renaissance man. He's not only an artist, but he is a manager of phenomenal talent here in the Twin Cities.
Thank you.
And that's exciting. We actually just received a gift from Christina Sophia. We're not at liberty to divulge what legally.
Legally, that's good.
But that is ongoing in your life as well. That is a tandem career, I would say.
Oh yeah.
Although they overlap a lot.
Yeah, I want to thank you on their behalf too. You say it's phenomenal talents, which they are. So shout out to Karaya and Christina. Yeah, Christina, we just renewed the management partnership. So I will be her manager for the foreseeable future until, that sun sets. But,
You
yeah,
didn't
we're
use
excited.
words like in perpetuity or
No,
indefinitely,
we'll
did
do
you?
that. It's not like that. It's
Um,
not, that music business is dead. Them days is over.
Exactly, because
No.
on your last show we talked a lot about the kind of revolution of
Yeah,
the music business
absolutely.
that Hill County is at the forefront of, at least here in the Twin Cities.
I like to think so. That's not for me to say, so I'll accept that. Thank you. I'm just trying to bring professionalism back to the game, creativity back to the game, artist development in the game. Those are 3 pillars that we are trying to do with this whole Hill County thing and doing management now, and when we do throw live events and anything else that we got our hands and the logo on, So
Yeah.
it's real. Mr. Music, he always say, man, he's like, I like how classy it is, but it's still hard. You know what I'm saying? So, definitely want to bring the best of both worlds to that in that way. But yeah, just really caring about the music and really trying to give you that home cooked gourmet feel with everything we do instead of a microwave feel into it. Like, we really love music and we want to leave that impression on anything we do.
Extremely well put.
Yeah.
We are sitting down with TWAIN yet again. TWAIN Low, TWAINLO, across a majority of social media. Make sure to check out TWAIN's previous interview, Christina Sophia's interview, and Cry Brene's interview on anchor.fm/localvibes, on YouTube, Sundogs TC, and on Spotify. I know you're on Spotify. Just go search Sundogs Present Local Vibes and shuffle on. They're phenomenal.
I'm gonna bring some more artists up here. I'm gonna bring my young boy up here. I'm gonna bring Don Juan up here. He's next. He do hip hop. So yeah, he gonna get started. Okay.
We'll be right back here on Sundogs Present Local Vibes. Welcome back to Sundogs Present Local Vibes. We are joined very patiently by TWAIN. And we kind of
Happy
just...
to be here.
Thank you so much again. I'd say we just got through the check-in, and now I'd say let's move to what's on the horizon.
Let's do it.
Midwest Mayor, let's talk about it. What was the genesis of that project? I mean, we've only heard this one single from
Right.
it.
I got a single right now.
So what can you reveal? I know you have your rollout plans are phenomenal. Not only your own stuff,
Thank
but people you represent.
Thank you.
So
I really appreciate
the
it.
aura of mystery you guys kind of keep behind the curtain is cool. So what peek behind the curtain can you give us?
I got an exclusive for y'all. Midwest Mayor is coming this month, October. So you heard it here first on the Sundogs and WFNU.
That's right.
Can't give the exact date yet because I might or I may know it. But it's a lot of stuff that got to go right to get to a release date. When you trying to
Exactly. You don't want to announce that too early because then you're rushing, you're stressing. You want to put
And
yourself...
a personal pet peeve is rappers that tell you something is coming soon and then it doesn't come when the day comes. So I would never be that guy. I hate when rappers do that. Rappers been doing that to me
Stop lying.
my whole life.
Stop
Rappers I was
lying,
fans of.
Twin.
The worst violator is Cameron. Anyway, big Cameron fan. He does
We're
that.
shouting
He's
you
the
out.
worst.
Worse
He's
than
the worst.
Rio.
Love you, Cam, but you gotta stop doing that.
Cam, give us a call, 651-313-5125.
You gotta stop doing that. Love you, Cam. You gotta stop doing that though. So I don't want to be that guy, but definitely October for Midwest Mayor. Midwest Mayor was a nickname alias I came up with early when I started making music. That I used to do my little underground mixtapes and internet mixtapes and all that stuff, and freestyles and all that, and it just kind of stuck. My guys always liked it, and my partner is a hip hop artist and producer and videographer / director and engineer. He does everything. His name is Luco. He's a young man from Southwest PA. The greater Pittsburgh area. Me and him met decades ago. We started our music journey together, and he's made a lot of my beats all this time. And we was a little ahead of our time with the whole internet thing and releasing music digitally before that was a thing. Because, I'm a young OG in this rap game. So I was doing that back in 2002, 2003, before I even moved to Minnesota. and then after that. So, yeah, we've definitely had our time with that. Long story less long. A couple years ago, he was like, "Hey man, you know, I know you're doing the Central Standard Time album, but you should do a project called Midwest Mayor, and you should let me make all the beats." And I was like, that's a pretty dope idea.
Heck,
Hard to say no to that.
Oh, that's a pretty dope idea. I said, let me get this album done, because at the time I didn't even know the Central Standard Time was going to ever make it to the world, you know what I mean? So I said, let's see where we at after that. Obviously that happened, the pandemic happened. We had time to really sit down and hash this out. I brought production ideas to him. He literally, since we was all sitting at home with COVID, he knocked out all the beats, and I immediately got to work. And now it's done. It's the latest of my children, and I'm about to bring it to the world and deliver it in October, year of our Lord, 2021.
Whoa.
The exclusive I just
We
gave.
are excited.
Oh, that's so exciting.
First single is Concepts, is dropped back on the 14th. And yeah, like I was saying before in another interview, like I just think we got a new sound. Luco really did his thing with the drums and the samples. So I think we just might have something different, you know. I'm still trying to, I want to be at least somebody that has something to do with when we exit with trap. I'm not saying we need to leave trap right now. You know, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I want to, when we do, I want to be one of the people that was part of it. Or, you know, I don't want to necessarily be the guy, but I want to be one of the guys with like the, what's the old lamps they used to have back in the day with the horses, and it's dark. The oil lamp, yeah, like those joints. I want to be the guy that had one of the lamps out of trap. You know what I mean? So that's what I meant when I said we might have found and created a new sound. Like we really doing something different. But you know, it'll ultimately be for the people to judge, and I can't wait for everybody to hear it.
Heck yeah. So, like you were saying, it's going to be the same Luco producing the rest of the album.
It's the whole thing. Yeah, the whole thing.
So if you're liking the single, you definitely should be excited for the rest of the project.
Y'all like the single? Concepts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Like it ain't mine. I love it like it ain't mine. For real. Like I love that it don't have a chorus on it. I love that it couldn't be any more opposite than Central Standard Time. Everything we did on there is
new
like
territory.
Polar opposite. Don't sound nothing like it. So yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Heck yeah, it's gonna be. I can't wait for the whole project to drop. Where'd you meet Luco?
Man, like I said,
when you were living.
Yeah, we met online. I was in school. I went to Jackson State, a black college and a historically black college in Mississippi, and we met online, just on online hip hop forums. Message boards. That's really how I got nice. You know, I used to rap, but like I used to go on the forums like as far back as the late 90s, like global forums with MCs from all around the world, and we would like talk and like hone our craft. So that's how I got super nice, just like sharpening my sword. We used to do like online battling and everything, you name it. Like, so we met through doing that, and it was ahead of its time. It looked weird to people then, but everybody does it now. Like, everybody get beats from MP3 beats from producers that don't live where they live now, but we was doing that back in 2001 and 2002, and yeah, I've been doing that. So I'm just keeping it real. I'm not even trying to stunt. Like, and I had to take the arrows for that, and the tomatoes getting thrown at me. People was like, what is that? Like, what is that about? Not everybody does it. So I was on SoundClick before SoundClick was a thing. You know what I mean? So that's how we met. He's my son's godfather. That's my guy, man. Like we became obviously good friends too, but we always done this music thing together and supported each other. We made music together. He started making beats, evolved as a producer, so he's done the lion's share of my production.
Wow.
As long as I've been making music, so
and
yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, we grown in this game, for real.
Can you reveal, I guess, have you revealed the track list yet?
No, I have not.
Of Midwest Mayor.
Midwest Mayor. Not the Minnesota Mayor.
Not the Minnesota Mayor.
No, I mean, this is like a, no, I haven't, but what I will say right now is, you know, Midwest Mayor is going to be like just like a collection of my thoughts. It's kind of, you know, I got the Central Standard Time CD I brought y'all. It's kind of like, it's not like this, but it's a continuation of like just like another love letter to where we from, the region, the Midwest, you know what I mean? But it's just a collection of my thoughts right now. Just a few topics I wanted to talk about. Conceptually and non-conceptually, like the single, you know, because the single's just kind of ironic, but yeah, that's it, you know, and just like, you know, celebrating my wisdom. I didn't grew up, you know, it ain't easy being a human, you know what I mean? So it ain't never been easy being a man, but it ain't easy being a human, and it's just a collection of my thoughts and kind of just celebrating my wisdom and things I learned and just speaking, you know, just my point of view on some things. That's all.
Yeah.
So, but I haven't revealed the track listing yet. And none of that
Can you
yet.
tell us what order the single's in?
Can I tell y'all that? Yeah, I give y'all that. It's track 2. It's track 2.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna tell you how many tracks.
I'm an album type of
You're an album type of guy? I love that. Me too. I like that too.
Whenever people bring in tracks, sometimes from the same album, it's like, oh, which one? Oh,
Which
it's
one?
track
I'm the
2,
same
it's
way.
track 8, or these are the last 2 tracks of the album we've had people bring in sometimes.
I'm a music nerd. I love like sequencing. I'm obsessed with sequencing. Quick sidebar about Christina Sophia. Like, I executive produced that album with her. She let me handle the sequence, and I'm very proud of how we sequenced that album. We get a lot of compliments for how that album is sequenced. So, like, I feel you. I'm a music nerd. I love that.
Yeah, keep it dynamic. In a world of singles and in a world of short attention span.
Yeah. But you can still break through with a good body of work. That what you said is true, and it's also true that you can break through with a good body of work. You make a good body of work, people will stop and listen.
Yeah, that's
and then they'll tell somebody, and then those people will stop and listen.
Exactly.
And then those people will re-release your body of work on their record label, hopefully with limited publishing.
But I'm just talking about the general listening public. Like, if you can have those moments where the world stop, or your world will stop, and people will listen. Like, it is a singles attentions, you know, how can you grab attention type of vibe right now, but
the quality flows to the top.
Yeah, I still believe that. Yes, I still believe that.
If you're just tuning in, which I think is a mistake, we're sitting down with TWAIN here on Sundogs Present Local Vibes. So if you guys couldn't hear me, TWAIN Low is where you can find all of his social media pages. Sundogs TC is where you can find all of our social media pages. And make sure to tune into Local Vibes every Friday at 6. And during that time, give us a call, 651-313-5125. Again, 651-313-5125. We're still talking about Midwest Mayor.
Yeah.
And all the tracks being produced by
Luco.
And do you know Luco's social media?
Yeah. It's Luco, because he always say his ad-lib. So that's UHHUH.
Does he put it in the beats?
No, he do it on his songs. No, he don't do it like that. I think it says UHHUHLUKE_O. Luco.
So if you like what you hear, hit him up. Maybe he'll collab.
And he's tagged in everything too. And yeah, if you want beats or you want to direct music videos for you, or a verse or all that, he's nice. So check him out. Please check my brother out, for sure.
And the other song you brought with us, Changes.
Yeah.
Featuring
Shayna Lacey to my right and Jay Gemini, the amazing singer-songwriter.
And talk a little bit about that, because that's not on Midwest Mayor.
No, that's back on the Central Standard Time. No, man, you know, that was a big song for me. That was a big song for us. And you know, we dropped that video, which is coming up on the anniversary. I think week after, on the 12th, it'll be the 1-year anniversary of the music video. Yeah, we, you know, it was a rough time before George Floyd. You know, it was a rough time. Not, obviously, it's been crazy in Minnesota, but it's just been crazy in these last few years. You know, a lot of people want to start with Trayvon, and from like a modern standpoint, Trayvon Martin, peace to him and his family. But obviously, anti-black racism has been going on since been pimping, since forever, you know. So And, you know, that song was to touch on that and just kind of like inspire. I just wanted to inspire my people, black people. I also, you know, I didn't want to just make a song only about anti-black racism. I wanted to touch on some spiritual things and really just give us like some real tangible things that we could live with, not just empty hope. Like hope just can be empty sometimes. Like I wanted to really like create like put it all in a blender and just give us some like tangible things we could live with and think about and chew on. So that's what the audio of the song was supposed to be. And it was just, we purposely and intentionally made it timeless. And then when it was time to make a visual, we was in the midst of George Floyd here, which none of us saw that coming out Memorial Day weekend. And a lot of people was honoring him and his family, peace to him and his family also. So what I wanted to do, I always think global. I said, well, let's make a visual that the world, when they see this, I want to literally bring them to Minnesota so they can see what's happening and they can put their own, they can make their own determination. Mm-hmm. So I want to show them how we got to George Floyd. So in the music video, we honored Shamar Clark and we honored Philando Castile. Because one thing I did know, I knew that what happened with George Floyd and the world changing, that really should have happened with Philando. Philando, I mean, it's always enough. I don't ever want to shortchange any of the other tragedies where, you know, unarmed Americans and unarmed Minnesotans got murdered by the police. I don't ever want to shortchange. You know, it's really foolish to compare. But it was a different energy around Philando. I'm sure you may agree or not, but it was a different energy in my opinion. So, but it still didn't kind of boil over. Yeah. So it made perfect sense to me that it did the next time something happened. So, and this was even before Dante Wright. So peace to him and his family. So long story less long, when we did the visual, I just wanted to show how we got to that point. So it was really cool, and the video wound up being very impactful. I would like to say it's a classic for the culture. So in turn, that boosted the song, and that was just a big watershed moment for us from an art standpoint. So I just wanted to bring that tonight. Like, let's play that and let's end with that, because when it's all said and done, it's going to be one of the biggest songs I ever made. It is one of the biggest songs I ever made, and I didn't know. It really just took off when we dropped that video. Yeah. And I kind of thought it would with the audio, but when I made the choice to make a video and we were so intentional about how we made it, everything lined up. So, and it really permeated like it deserved to. That's what I'm proud of, you know.
Yeah, I don't know if we're allowed to talk about politics on the radio. I think we can.
Well, it's not a politics. No, it's not politics. It's a social issue. Are you allowed to talk about social issues?
I was going to bring it up that just because, you know, the views of whatever this.
No, we are talking about unarmed state residents
I'm just
getting
talking
killed.
about
That's a social issue.
This November election, you can vote to get rid of the MPD.
Got you. Okay.
It will be on the ballot.
Got you.
I don't know if everybody can vote who's listening to this, but if anybody can.
Hey, this is information you're giving out to people. There's people that may want to vote for that, and they can. And there's people that may not want to vote for that, and they cannot. So this is information. He's passing information on. That's all.
Exactly. No big deal. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, the same way you're going to get phone calls saying keep the police. Like, they
blow
my phone up.
Tell us what you think. 651-313-5125. Again, studio phone 651-313-5125.
Warning, if you call about that, I'm going to ask you, did you listen to my music? If you turn my interview into politics, you will be asked, have you listened to my music? Fair warning. All right, cool.
We're sitting down with Twain, and give us a call, 651-313-5125.
This is my world at 7 o'clock.
Precisely. Spotlight is on Twain.
Yeah,
Spotlight's on me.
We're going to let him say what he wants.
Yeah,
As
absolutely.
long as he doesn't swear.
Yeah. We're going to take
you really shouldn't call if you're not interested in my music.
We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Sundogs Present Local Vibes. If you're streaming live, wasn't that the shortest break ever? And if you are not streaming live,
thanks for waiting around.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We are sitting down with the one, the only Twain, who has 2 decades of hip hop under his belt at least.
Just under 19 of them since 2002.
Yeah,
That's great.
Say,
It's
man, I was on SoundClick back then. I told you.
yeah,
early.
I like that you'll bring your just perspectives on how they've changed too. That's like it's really it's more impactful for me at least. I don't hopefully
Appreciate
the
it.
listeners too. But just hearing that like I used to think this and now I think this is just better than hearing like this is what I think without any like backstory or anything like that.
We gotta
so
evolve.
It's really helped and.
That's part of the human experience. We gotta evolve. You know?
We were double checking up on your previous interview from before, and you said in that interview as well, bringing the professionalism back to music. So it was awesome hearing you say that same thing. Still something you
Gotta be
strongly
consistent.
believe
But
in.
adding a few more pillars.
Yeah,
instead
gotta be
of
consistent.
just-
Yep, a few more pillars, and then man, I lost my train of thought.
It's all
But
good.
just appreciate your insight, and it's in the interview we were listening to, your previous one was focusing on doing it alone versus growing to know that like the more passionate people involved in a project, the better.
Yeah, on the last song on Central Standard Time, Farewell from 612, I say, how can I involve us all? That's what I meant. Like, how can I make it, same way I just corrected myself talking about changes. Like, that's not my moment. That is everybody that worked on the song moment. So me, Athena Nix, Shayna Lacey, Jay Gemini. That's everybody that likes the song moment. That's it's all of us. Like, we just stronger and better together, And, that's...
well put.
Yeah, it's we, not I. It's us, not me,
Yeah.
And I know people say that all the time, but it's really true. Like,
I mean, you gotta
5 fingers ball up to a fist type thing,
precisely. You gotta analyze those sayings. You know what I mean? Because it's and analyze those phrases because it's so true. I mean, we as a songwriter, you deliberately choose these words over days, weeks, years. I'm sure sometimes to get the perfect wording of something.
Absolutely, words in their meaning. I'm a man about words in their meaning. For
It's
sure.
interesting to hear people so quickly say all of these idioms. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. A bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Yeah.
So quickly, we kind of know their meaning, but we don't know their true origin and impact.
Right.
So, coming from a wordsmith, I think it's so important. It is, it's all about us.
I had to learn what "don't look a gift horse in the mouth" meant.
You could
many
teach
years
me.
back.
I have no idea.
It's just if it's just being like grateful and appreciative if you're blessed with a gift or any opportunity instead of.
If I gave you a free
But
horse,
does that mean that the horse is gonna have messed up teeth if it's a free horse? Is that kind of?
I think it's
think
important to also say the way to handle that is if you get a gift that you don't like, you just simply thank the person that gave it to you, and you on your own can give it away to somebody else.
Okay.
But you wouldn't refuse it.
Precisely.
So for that situation, the gift horse, since it got bad teeth, you would just give it to somebody else.
Oh my gosh.
Who want a horse with bad teeth?
Or you could call someone with bad teeth a gift horse.
Uh-oh.
It's like I was talking to this gift horse.
Shouldn't have looked them in the mouth.
That's funny.
So you're talking about the pillars of El County.
Yeah.
What are the pillars of, your songwriting, more so to an up-and-coming songwriter who might be listening?
Honesty. That's it. That's the only pillar. Honesty. As honest as I'm willing to be. As honest as I can be, And I'm still not where I want to be, but
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I just simply tell the truth with a balance of understanding that music is entertainment, and since I chose to make music, I've intentionally or not put myself in the entertainment business, even though I don't always see music personally as entertainment, but it is what it is. So I'm trying to be as authentic and real as possible and tell the truth with the understanding that my job is to entertain the listener. So they might choose to take my songs and like live their life by them and truly be inspired and it become their soundtrack and these are my anthems. They might have that type of attitude, or it might not be any of that and they might just listen to it because it sounds good and it feels good. Or it might be something as simple as I just like the beat, or I just like the lyrics, or I just like the way you said that, So it could be all of the above. I just go and make the stuff. I don't really try to concern myself with all that too much, but I just understand it. So I just go and I just be honest, and you know, I try to show the spectrum of my humanity. So I try to be fun, and there's times where I'm trying to create and be real heady, and there's times where I'm just somewhere in between, and there's times where I'm just hip hop and I want to spit some bars and show the flows off, and then there's times where I just want to, I don't know, get like, you know, I think about a song like No Sneakers, like I always say that's honesty. Like I have like a high heel fetish, so I decided to make a song. I chose to make a song about it. You know, as weird as that is, but we made a really cool song. You know, as a result of that, a really fun, cool song. So that's just a great example of that.
Your therapist liked it, I heard.
I talked to my therapist about that.
Called it.
I talked to my therapist about that. That's funny. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I mean by the honesty. You know. And you know, I make songs about anything, man. I always say Kobe Bryant once said that inspiration surrounds us, and I agree. Like, so, I mean, I'll make a song about anything, and I'm just gonna try to make it entertaining and try not to make it boring for myself creating it or the listener that gotta hear it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and it sounds like you find that honesty is like people connect with it more. Is that kind of the basis of the honesty, like, or is it more?
You know, that's not even my business. What happens? Yeah. Like, you know, there's times where it connects. There's times where it gets slept on. There's time where it don't connect. You know, as an artist, I try not to sound cliche, but I can't help it. Like, that's really none of our business. Like, if you're doing it for the right reason, you're just creating things, you're making things. Mm-hmm. And people won't like it, they will like it. You just gotta kind of stay even kill. Can't be able. Midwest Mayor was mine until now. It's about to not be mine no more.
Right.
And when I give it to y'all, it's not mine anymore, and it won't even matter. Like, my favorite songs, y'all might not like. The song that I like the least, y'all might love the most.
Be the one.
Yeah, I've been doing this long enough to know. You know, you get your heart broke.
Yeah, you don't
messing around with that.
Exactly.
And I know I can't cuss here, so you're messing around with that, you get your heart broke. I've had that. I've learned to just not be attached. Like, the process is the real gift and the real enjoyment. You gotta stay present while you're making it, and then you let it go. And it's not mine no more. And you know, sometimes I'll be in here telling you about a song about changes, or to be a song that just got really slept on and nobody talked about, or only a few people liked, or it just didn't. Man, there's songs that are like ghost towns in my, like, I got a song called Real N-Word Renaissance. Like, I love that song, but it just didn't connect like that. No one talks about it. You know, I love it. I love everything about it. The production, the lyrics, everything. It just didn't. Maybe me saying that people might go check it out now and revisit it, but it be like that. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. So that's my long-winded answer to that question.
I mean, eloquently put. Yeah. As long as it may have been, I don't think so. We still got another 2-3 minutes before the song.
Yeah, let's spend the rest of the time talking a little bit more about concepts in this new project. So you're saying that you and
Luca.
Oh, I knew it was something. I was like, come on.
God. Oh my gosh.
But so you decided to make this project. So did you have any lyrics written that went on the project before you like got the beats?
No lyrics were written. Well, maybe a line or two, but if anything, no pun. I had song concepts ready. I had a few song concepts ready,
whatever instrumental vibed with that.
Yeah, like, I know I want to talk about these things. This was on my mind type of thing, and then let's go find some production.
And was he pumping out beats just for this project, or did you kind of go through like a catalog?
No, actually we co-produced it together. I brought all the ideas to him, and he's a magician with it. Like, I'm like, I want to sample this.
Remotely?
All remotely, yeah. I want to sample this.
That's so crazy.
I want to sample this. I want to sample this. I want to sample this. And he's a magician, man. Like, that's why our chemistry is what it is. That's like the basis of how we always create it. And he's just one of the best at chopping samples, you know. So the single itself, though, was never supposed to be mine. That was a sample I found that I gave to him to just do because I just love his work anyway. I'm like, man, you should sample this and you know, sell this beat to somebody.
He kills it.
Yeah.
He kills the sampling.
Yeah, he kills the sampling. And I was, when we started working on this, I was listening to what I had, and I just knew something was missing. And then I remember that beat may still be available because I hadn't heard anything about it being placed. So I circled back like, is it still available? And it was. So then I created the song Concepts. So now that's mine. Yeah. And I'm glad. And as you can see, I put it out as a single. So, yeah.
We're extremely excited. We got 1 minute left.
Okay.
So we got to play these songs.
Something I was gonna ask even more about the production. So like something I've never had the chance to do is like work with an engineer like after the lyrics are written to like add or take out songs or sounds.
Yeah.
Were you able to do that? Like,
what you mean by sounds?
So like if you've got a verse that's got like more space in it, like less words, for instance, you could make the beat like even crazier during that part.
Oh yeah, we've done little things like that. I love that sort of thing. What you're talking about? Yeah, that is available to me. Actually, what happens? I'll make it quick because I know we're running out of time. What normally happens is people will start their song to a more demo version of the beat and then lay it and let the producer come back and really fill it out. My records are normally made, the beat is pretty much at its fullest point to the most part, so I don't really have to do that from adding more production.
Yeah, that's just nice. Well, thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, I think we're out of time, unfortunately.
Follow him at TWAIN Low. Follow us at Sundogs TC. You're about to hear Concepts and then Changes, both by TWAIN here on Sundogs Present.
Let's get it. Good night, everybody.
From the bottom to first world pains, a boss body to new gym gains. Dimes calling me cute, rhymes getting me loot. Never comfortable, still taking time to regroup. It's Midwest mayor season, can't say the reasons. It's implied, a lot of them lied. And no, we not guys, though the word bro flies. I'm disgusted, you can't cut the mustard. It's all part of it, no martyrs. Let's live to tell our legend and break bread with brethren. Plus those who run with us over Calibris and tumblers. Post static, post-climatic, so dramatic, flashy, swaggy, expect no less. Kick back to the disco to me, running my mouth with all this clout. Now I'm bumping my gums on these Luco drums. Feel me? I see y'all as pupils, worried about your scruples. Made it through the crucible, the game I share is crucial. This shouldn't be new news. For me, I could coexist with a few dudes. Philosophy ain't stopping me. My vision get clear and clear as things get weirder and weirder. See, parts of this game left a bad taste in my mouth. Not weighing it out, evermore just careful how I'm taking my routes. See, that's it and all. I was blessed with the gift for God. Next I broadcast and hit you all. Low-key they wanna be like us, middle finger if you slight us. Wanna be rich and righteous, expect this here. Lessons near, I try to teach, but it's like can't hear what I escribir. Comprende? Irony being I'm not listening with a pende. Oh, saying you thought it's no plan. And that's on the G. Yeah.
Long time coming, but I know my change gon' come. Said I know my change, I know my change, I know my change gon' come. It's been been a long time coming, but I know my change gon' come. I know my change, I know my change, I know my change gon' come.
Changes.
Oh, 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 oh. Said I know my change, I know my change gon' come. Oh, 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 oh.
It's coming.
I know my change, I know my change, I know my change gon' come.
The consciousness getting raised. Let us get to a point where we unfazed. Daily news cycle has us in a daze. As we travel through this maze, trying to see through the haze. It's certain we being false flagged. How does that happen? When we get warmer, then we hit with a distraction. We just want a civil life, civil rights. Take it at any cost, and we'll pay whatever price. We suffer socially, locally, emotionally, while trying to figure where should our devotion be. Should we take our trillion back? What should the motion be? Compassion for any being standing close to me. The facts can't be shattered. Black lives don't matter. I could blame the juror. See it daily in 4K. The people in the furor, feeling like we living underneath a furor. It's a zero-sum game. We all have to dump that. A long history of this president trumps that. No one left behind. Everybody wins. Let's keep the judgment to ourselves as everybody sins. Let's not be perfect, but excellent. They hide in plain sight, yet you can't see the evidence. These debates are irrelevant. Real progress that's intelligent. Let's set precedent. Be the change you wanna
see. But I know my change is gonna come someday, today or tomorrow. I know, said I know.